I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna pass the joint to my dog Charlie Brown, bro. What's going on with you? Holla at me.
Yo, so it's an old topic that we did. What is the influence of Kobe Bryant on sports, general, not just basketball, on sport? Everybody been screaming Kobe. You know, you be in office, ball a piece of paper, you shoot in the garbage can, Kobe. You know what I'm saying? Little kids, 4 years old, they don't even know what Kobe means, but they know when they hear Kobe, you gotta attempt the jump shot. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. You know, after his passing a couple years ago, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace Kobe, rest in peace Gigi, you know, it impacted the whole world of sports, you know what I'm saying, the whole world period, you know what I'm saying, if you're a sports lover, a sports fan, or a fan of the Marvel mentality, you know what I'm saying, you were affected. A lot of people that were, you know, Kobe fans were devastated. I know I had a couple friends, family, that were in tears. They ain't little boy with a can of paint, but his impact on their lives, and
real talk.
In fact, we got to watch him mature in life, and you know, watch him as a basketball player, a father, a husband, you know what I'm saying, a movie director, you know what I'm saying, a writer, everything that he wanted to accomplish, he always took serious and he went ham and put that mom in his hand on everything. And he was gonna kill the WNBA, but you know, no pun intended, no disrespect, you know what I'm saying, using that word, but yeah, my opinion, you know, his impact on sports is still felt, you know what I'm saying. Just anytime you're like, man, he doesn't have that it factor. You all know Jordan had that, he took everything personally. Right. Kobe just had that intensity, like, man, I don't see nobody. Bigger, smaller, like, nobody can outwork me. Like, you know, you hear Will Smith say, it's cap. You know what I'm saying? You hear certain people with certain genres of life say, oh yeah, you gotta work hard, you gotta work hard. Yeah. No, we know Kobe working hard. He injured his right hand, and he started, like, shoot with his left. Like, he take 1,000 shots with his left. And he's predominantly right-handed. He hurt his foot. He was in the gym while everybody practicing. Even like when you hear stories of like Shaq, there'll be meetings and he'll be full speed, like just imitating dribbling or taking shots or doing moves full speed while during a meeting where you're supposed to be sitting down paying attention, he's working on his craft. Like he's continually working. You're like, what's wrong with this kid? He has a more mentality. He's only one Kobe, you know. And you know, I just want to ask the panel, like, how do y'all feel? Like, what's the impact after his passing? You know, I'm passing Jay to Cameron. Fuck it.
So for me, you know what I'm saying, obviously Kobe Bryant is my favorite player, you know what I'm saying, has always been and will always be, you know what I'm saying, personally. So he was the greatest player I see with my eyes. Obviously, I'm the youngest person on this panel. So I don't remember Jordan like that, you know what I'm saying. I hear the stories, but I don't remember Jordan like that. Right. Kobe was my Jordan. He was the guy for me, you know what I'm saying. So I still remember where I was at, you know what I'm saying. I was going to the Pro Bowl game. When I heard it, I was literally walking to the stadium. I thought it was a lie, you know what I'm saying. Some dude was riding down with roller skates saying Kobe passed away, and I'm like, what's this dude talking about? You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a lie, you know what I'm saying? And then when I got to the stadium, that's when I seen him do the whole presentation or whatever, and it really hit me. So for me, like, I think the mama mentality, I think what Kobe did and the legacy he left is undeniable to anybody, and I think it could be applied to any person, you know what I'm saying? It's not just sports, you know what I'm saying? It's just going hard at your craft and dedicating all the time and effort you need to whatever it is that you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's creating content, playing a sport. I see kids all the time, man, and I tell them, hey, you know what I'm saying? I believe in you, you know what I'm saying? I believe that you can get there. Because there's always gonna be people tell you that you can't get there, you feel me? So for me, Kobe Bryant is a legend. He will always be a legend, and he's, like I said, you see how his impact with younger players, and I'm gonna be honest with you, you know what I'm saying? There should be more LeBron fans than Kobe fans, because just, you know, when they're playing in their careers. You know what I'm saying? There's more people, like obviously LeBron's still playing now, but I still believe that there's more Kobe fans in the league. More people want to emulate their game after Kobe than there is LeBron. You know what I'm saying? There's no shade to LeBron, but it just shows how big of an impact Kobe had. And also, I think Kobe's one of the biggest players overseas. China, you know what I'm saying? Asia, they love Kobe. You know what I'm saying? So, obviously, Kobe.
Europe too.
Yeah,
especially Italy. You know.
Undeniable. I remember I think Kobe's last season before he retired. These two dudes quit their jobs and flew to America so they could see one of Kobe's games. You know what I'm saying, before he retired. That just shows how how much they cared about, you know what I'm saying, him and his legacy. So to me, like, you know what I'm saying, like I said, Kobe Bryant is the, you know what I'm saying, my favorite player, one of the greatest players I've ever seen in my life. You know what I'm saying, and anybody want to fake about Kobe, I'm here for it.
Boss Hog, holla at me.
I'm gonna talk about how I kind of man, when I heard the news and I heard it was in a plane, I swear that he was gonna be, you were gonna see Kobe diving through the skies in one of those squirrel suits, and him with Gigi on his back, and you know he's gonna make, because you always think Kobe was ready for everything. Yeah. So you know, when it really did dawn on us that Kobe did pass away, well, in my mind, I was robbed of everything that what would have happened, because I really wanted him to see the impact he would have had on the WNBA. That's my biggest. I've said it before. This is one of my biggest things. He was gonna shake up the WNBA, man. If he would have became a minority owner or even a head coach or a GM, oh man, the type of stuff, the way I would have loved to see him more of a coach, because I think he would have talked to them. Seeing him there instead of him in the skybox, him actually there clapping
on the floor
and instilling the Mamba into these women. Man, that's the one thing I really
Could have brought more eyes into the game.
Do you see how bad LeBron wanted to play with Bronny? That's how bad Kobe wanted to coach Gigi.
That's true.
And man, oh man, I was here for all of that. But for me, like I was always a Kobe fan. And I'm not a big time Kobe fanatic. Like these guys, all three of these guys are Kobe fanatics. Me, I was more of, I'm a Heat guy. I liked when Kobe came to town, because that shit was always good. He always got a good game. But I always wanted to see Kobe lose, and cheering against him was just as fun as probably cheering for him. So, salute, I appreciate it. And since his passing, you know, We've seen, you know, Jason Tatum with his, you know, I'm doing this for Kobe, and you see the fakers and the real ones come through, but Kobe's still being felt. So, yeah, that's my take on it.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and end this thing, but my take on it is man, I ain't gonna lie. Like you said, the Mamba mentality is a mindset. Like my dog Cam said, it's more of a mindset than a phrase or just going at someone on the court, man. That Mamba mentality. You could apply it to your office work. If you want to be the best at anything you want to do, if you just go at a nigga throat, put your foot on a nigga neck, and you just don't want to let him up, that's the mentality you could put towards anything, bro. And just like my dog said, when people shoot and they say, Kobe, you see that shit on TV shows, you see that shit on movies, that shit ain't going nowhere. Dave Chappelle, that shit ain't going nowhere. So, man, he gonna live. Man, his legend never dies, so he's gonna always, you know, be around forever, bro. And I feel like his impact, I feel like, man, he probably could have played a little bit longer, but he felt like the league got soft, and like he wasn't getting the fouls. You know, they were trying to kind of nudge him out the league, you know, pass it to LeBron. So, you know, he felt like it was his time, and plus, he said he had no regrets. So as long as he left that shit on his terms, I'm happy for him. He had no regrets. The man went and got a Grammy just to show you that he can go ahead and do it in something. He got a Grammy in it for the little I Love Basketball, the note to basketball.
It was an Oscar.
It was an Oscar? Okay, man got an Oscar, so he just proved, you know, that he could be great at anything. You want to tell him he can't do something? Watch this. You know what I'm saying? And we all need to apply that shit to life sometimes, because sometimes we just, man, I want to do something, but we never get up to do it. And if you want to call yourself a Kobe fan, you got to get your ass up, and you got to act like the Mamba. And he'll tell you, he'll be the first one to be like, hey, bro, don't come around me, don't be my fan if you ain't on what I'm on. You feel me? So that's why I'm at with it, and I definitely dropped a tear for the Mamba, bro. Everybody know I fuck with him heavy.